I would say Hispanic. I know, like, numbers-wise, they're really low in comparison to the States. So all kinds of Hispanic heritage.
I think that there's a common misconception that we're pretty diversified here. I think that it is a predominantly white school, and I think that there's a lot of minority groups, and I think that there's been kind of a recent movement towards greater awareness of those groups and greater integration. But I think that there's still like a long way to go. I don't feel misrepresented, but I feel that sometimes being a white female I get kind of overlooked, because I think that it is very like dominant white and then dominant female on top of that.
A lot of people just assume that all the Africans here are Nigerian. I say my name and everyone thinks I'm Nigerian, so I've yet to meet another person from Benin here, so I'm kind of underrepresented, but hey, I guess that's just the way it is.
As far as like cultures go, there's always a divide. It's just a matter of a degree of how much we talk.
I think because my friends personally work in all the different aspects, I don't really see a divide. I feel like my perspective would be switched if I wasn't friends with who I was and viewed everything from the outside rather than from the inside.
And I was also a job camp counselor, and my co-counselor was gay, and it was a really eye-opening experience to work with him and to kind of get to know what it's like coming from the gay community and some of the struggles and stuff you work through on campus and growing up and all that sort of stuff. So
I feel like I have a fair good number. My roommate is white, and we've been friends since middle school. I guess it's kind of like since I was in high school. I feel like since I've come to college, it's changed a little bit. So I try to diversify myself most as I can.
Honest, all my closest friends here at UGA are black. I do have a handful of friends that are either bisexual, transgender, lesbian, gay.
I honestly don't think affirmative action has helped me that much. I remember going back to Peachtree City, my hometown, and that being suggested that affirmative action was the reason I got to UGA, and having to turn up on someone for a little bit, but I don't think it's really affected me that much. I push myself not because I'm black, I push myself just because that's what I want to do.
Opportunities for underrepresented groups, but not so much for overrepresented groups like myself. So in that sense, it's kind of been difficult, but I am like an advocate of equality and greater awareness of like diversity and that sort of thing.
Maybe it helped me get into school, but then again, my scores are better than a lot of people that I've heard, so I don't know, could have.
UGA. I don't think I've ever heard of that, no.
Black University of Georgia.
Well, based on what my friends all say about the UGA, it's Black UGA.
It means Black UGA, but you don't have to be black to be in Black UGA, and not all people in Black UGA are black.
To be honest, I haven't really researched that topic much, so I'm not very, comfortable putting out an opinion towards that. I feel like I'd be able to better answer the question if I knew exactly what was going on. So
we need to be careful with our immigration. I think that it's important to not, to have border security, but at the same time not kind of eat away at people's lives who are already integrated in, who are U.S. citizens. It's been eye-opening for me to see kind of how these people are part of our community, how they work in our community, and these kids have grown up in America their whole lives, but they live every day with this fear of their parents being deported or something like that. I actually come from a town where we have one of the highest teen pregnancy rates in the country. I come from Helen, Georgia, and I had friends that did get pregnant early on. I even had friends that got pregnant in the 8th grade.
My cousin is a teenage mother, and I feel like it's very difficult for her to try to get an education and still be a good mom.
When they do get pregnant that early, they don't get a chance to go get a college education, which keeps them from getting better jobs, and they kind of cycle back into like this state of poverty because they're just trying to scratch by on
single teenage mothers. I feel like we need to help them as best as we can. I don't know what that feels like, but just from the people that I know that are dealing with that sort of situation, they're definitely struggling, and it's hard to see them try to make a living for them and their child and get an education.